The Grand Chamber of the Galactic Council fell silent, as Ambassador Zixthor of the Viridian Empire rose from his crystalline seat. His four eyes blinked in rapid succession, a sign of severe distress among his kind. The holographic star maps flickered around the circular hall, casting eerie shadows on the assembled delegates from 300 civilized worlds. Esteemed Council, Zixthor's translator device rendered his clicking mandibles into galactic standard. We have discovered something unprecedented, something that changes everything we thought we knew about Sector 7G. High Arbiter Velxana leaned forward, her luminescent tendrils dimming with concern. Speak plainly, Ambassador. What has your reconnaissance fleet discovered? The humans, Zixthor said, his voice trembling. The species from the planet they call Earth. We have finally translated their world's true designation in the ancient tongue. A collective murmur rippled through the chamber. The humans had been welcomed into the galactic community merely 50 cycles ago. A young species, enthusiastic but unremarkable. They had proven to be excellent traders, skilled engineers, and surprisingly adaptable diplomats. Nothing about them suggested they warranted this level of alarm. We know of Earth, Velxana replied, her tone patient but firm. A Class M world abundant in water and biodiversity. What of it? Zixthor activated his data slate, and ancient symbols materialized in the air. Characters from a language older than most civilizations in the galaxy. The linguist drones had worked for months to decipher them, cross-referencing with archaeological sites on dead worlds across 12 sectors. In the ancient tongue, he began, his voice barely above a whisper. The designation roughly translates to the Death World. The chamber erupted. Delegates leaped from their seats, their various forms of communication, creating a cacophony of alarm. Velxana's tendrils flashed bright red, the equivalent of a human's face draining of color. Impossible, shouted Council Member Thresh, his scaled hide bristling. Death worlds are mythological. The forbidden zones mentioned in the predecessor texts. Surely you're not suggesting... I am suggesting exactly that, Zixthor interrupted, his composure cracking. We've analyzed Earth's environmental data more carefully. The atmospheric oxygen concentration alone would be toxic to most species here. The gravity is 30% higher than galactic standard, but that's not the worst of it. He pulled up more data, and the holographic displays showed images that made several delegates physically recoil, creatures with massive teeth and claws, microscopic organisms that could kill in hours, plants that could poison with a touch, weather phenomena of staggering violence. Earth isn't just hostile, Zixthor continued. It's an ecosystem designed to kill. Predators that hunt in packs with terrifying intelligence. Prey animals that have evolved dozens of ways to maim and poison. Insects that drink blood. Mammals that can crush bones with their jaws. And the humans? They're the apex predators of this nightmare world. But they seem so fragile, whispered Delegate Morrison, her bioluminescent patches flickering uncertainly. They require constant sustenance, specific temperature ranges, and they break so easily. That's what they want you to think, said a new voice. Admiral Krathos of the United Defense Fleet stood, his exoskeleton clicking as he moved to the center of the chamber. I've been compiling reports from every species that has had military interactions with humans. The pattern is undeniable. He displayed combat footage. Humans charging through environments that would kill most galactic species in minutes. Humans fighting with injuries that should have been fatal. Humans adapting to alien tactics within hours of first contact. On Verdanta 4, a human science team was attacked by Kresh raiders, Krathos explained. The humans fought them off with improvised weapons made from laboratory equipment. On Sigma Station, when the life support failed, humans stayed conscious and functional for nearly 20 minutes in an atmosphere that would have killed most of us in 2. And during the skirmish at Proxima, human soldiers literally refused to die, continuing to fight with wounds that our medical staff said were incompatible with life. Their endurance is legendary, added another voice. Dr. Vinix, the Council's chief xenobiologist, stepped forward with her own data. Humans can run for hours without stopping, a hunting technique called persistence predation, that their ancestors used to chase prey until it collapsed from exhaustion. They can survive weeks without food, days without water. Their immune systems fight off pathogens that would devastate our populations. And they're psychological resilient. She paused, searching for words. Humans have a concept they call spite, They will endure horrific suffering just to prove they can. Just to survive one more day. Just to deny their enemies victory. Belgzana stood, her authority silencing the growing panic. What are you all suggesting? That we fear these humans? Declare them a threat? No, Zixthor said firmly. I'm suggesting we understand what we've done. We've welcomed a species from a death world into our community. A species that evolved not just to survive, but to thrive in conditions that would break us. Every human walking among us is a survivor of the most hostile environment in known space. He pulled up one final image, a human child playing with a creature that, by all accounts, should have been considered a dangerous predator on any civilized world. The creature's scientific designation translated to domestic canine. They tamed predators, Zixthor said softly. They made companions of creatures designed to kill. And they did this so long ago they don't even remember why. This is what Earth creates. Beings that look at danger and see opportunity. That see impossible odds and feel challenged rather than defeated. Belgzana's tendrils slowly shifted from red to a contemplative blue. Then what do you propose, Ambassador? I propose, he said, his voice steady now, that we be very, very grateful the humans consider us friends. Because the galaxy has survived this long only because we never had to face a species from a death world as enemies. The council chamber fell silent once more. But this time it was different. It was the silence of understanding, of revelation, of a fundamental shift in perspective. Somewhere in the diplomatic quarters, human ambassador Sarah Chen was sharing coffee with 3 junior delegates, teaching them a card game called poker and laughing at their terrible bluffs. She had no idea that in the grand chamber above, the entire Galactic Order had just realized they had been living alongside apex predators, wearing friendly smiles. And perhaps the council decided unanimously that was for the best. After all, humanity had only one small request since joining the galactic community. They wanted to keep exploring, keep learning, keep helping. Such modest ambitions from such terrifying creatures were a gift the galaxy should not take for granted. The motion passed without opposition. Earth's designation would remain Earth in all official communications. Some truths, the council agreed, were better left unspoken, at least until the humans were ready to hear it themselves.